Well, hello, hello, hello.
Hello, Roland.
All right, how are you?
Good, good, good.
All right, they're filling up the chat room now. Here we
All
go.
right.
All right, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Roland's Reviews YouTube channel. We have our highly esteemed guest, Mr. John Joyner, back, of course, by popular demand. Now, let's look at the title and get our fire started. Going here. Mr. Joyner says that all Americans should vote for Trump. Now, if you've been here the last few months, you know we've been talking about everything going on in this country, politically speaking. Let's say hello, Tiffany Joyner. Everyone who's in here, hit that like button for me. Rhonda, how you doing? The Baldwin Birds, Toy Mafia, Florida, Cha Cha, Cat Mama's here, Mo Dollars is here, Underground is here. They're all filling up the chat room. Folks, go ahead and hit that little thumb. Cat Mama, Ruby's here. How you doing, dear? Bill Brooks, Wynn, John, oh, they're filling it up. Tammy, they're coming in. I told them you were coming. They're filling the chat room up for us. All right, folks. C. Fry, how you doing? Go ahead, folks. Hit that little thumb. Those of you who have Facebook, those of you who have Truth Social, please, please, please go ahead, share this live out. Let's bring more people into the conversation. Underground West, yes, God bless America. Exactly. So now, Mr. Joyner, if you've been here before, we've talked to him about the current political climate. Peace to you. How are you? Ray Waterman, how are you? Isaiah, oh, they're filling it up. He talked about the current political climate in this country. We've been talking about that 8 months, right? Nothing new to see here. Now, folks, everyone, do me a favor. Hit the heart buttons in the comment section. Let's welcome Mr. Joyner for taking time out of his busy schedule to come and speak with us again. Yes, like, comment, share, subscribe, folks. We're trying to get to 10,000. We're trying, but they're trying to hold us down, but we're not going to give up. Now, Mr. Joyner, how are you?
I'm doing great, Roland. It's good to be back on your show again.
Always, always great to have you. Now, we're going to start off with, of course, the most recent event, the presidential debate. Now, what are your thoughts on the debate? You know, you've been hearing about the fallout from the Democratic shills, the Democratic puppets, all of the people from the mainstream media, the Clinton News Network, MSNBC. The fallout is real. Why are they reacting the way that they are reacting when we've seen this all along? So, Mr. Joyner, please go into detail about that particular question, sir.
Okay, well, first of all, their lies are being exposed
Yes,
for the
sir.
whole world to see. But
Yes.
that debate was a setup
Okay.
to expose Joe Biden.
Yes, sir.
The DNC did that on purpose.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Oh, yes, they did that
Okay.
on purpose because they knew Joe Biden they knew his condition before he came into the debate.
Yes, sir.
We've been knowing it for 2 or 3 years.
Yes.
But they were hiding him.
Okay.
So by him losing losing a lot of people, a lot of black voters that switching over to Trump.
Right.
Now they put him out there so everybody could see that he is, he's suffering from old people's disease, I call it,
Yes,
dementia.
it's serious cognitive decline. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they set him up so everybody could see it. So when they start doing the replacement, then everybody can say, "Why are you replacing him?" Well, you saw the debate,
right?
So you can't have a kickback, just saying, just want to get rid of him.
Yes, sir.
But the DNC with the Barack Obama, they set Joe Biden up. But
okay.
I think Jill Biden, his wife,
yes, sir,
saw through that.
Right.
And she is probably the only one that can get Joe Biden to step aside.
Yes, sir.
But she's power hungry.
Right. Right.
So she's not going to do that.
Yeah,
And
right.
they don't want Kamala to institute the 25th Amendment.
Yes, sir.
Because they don't want Kamala in there.
Right.
And Kamala wants to be in there, and she's afraid if she goes on with the 25th Amendment, all of the cabinet members have to also sign off on it.
Oh, wow.
So she doesn't want to stick her neck out on the limb and get it chopped off. So they between a rock and a hard place.
Yes, sir.
Jill will not let him step aside, and Kamala will not invoke the 25th Amendment. So now they don't know what to do.
Right.
So they're having meetings in Camp David this weekend. They're having a meeting with Obama and his crew. Was Obama, Axelrod, Bill Clinton. You see, but there's somebody waiting in the wings. If anybody's going to replace Joe Biden, it's going to be Hillary Clinton.
Oh, people hate her too.
She has a Bible verse. Thou shalt have no other candidates before me. And if anyone jumps in front of Hillary Clinton, she's going to unleash all of the garbage on them. Like, I know she probably has junk on Kamala.
Yep.
She has dirt on Michelle Obama.
Yes, sir.
And Newsom, California, he's out. He's like a snake. He would try to weasel in, but he doesn't have a chance. But no one is going to jump ahead of Hillary Clinton. You can call all the names you want. Huh?
People hate her. Why doesn't she just go away? It's over. It's over. Give up. People don't care for you.
Hillary Clinton. I told you her verse is, thou shalt have no other candidates before me.
Oh, man.
There's no one is going to try. They don't know what to do. So, but there's an old saying, when your enemy is in the process of destroying themselves, let them destroy themselves. Stand back. The Republicans should just stand back and let them go.
Facts. I'm with you, Mr. Joyner. I am most definitely with you. I like that thought process. I just think it's ironic when you look at the situation in its totality. Okay. Look at how they just knew she was going to win. They played this charade, this ruse on the American people, like you said. And we've been talking about it on this channel. And depending on the other YouTube channels that you follow, they're talking about anyone with two eyeballs that work, two ears that work properly, know that this man has had serious cognitive decline, dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever the case may be. And then they came out, oh, well, he wasn't feeling well. He was sick. Do they think that we're that stupid? I mean, really? Come on. Give us some credit.
And the next day, he was in North Carolina reading off of a monitor, yelling and screaming. He didn't have a monitor at the debate, so he was lost. But go ahead.
Yeah, he was, because I'm only 40 minutes from Raleigh. I live very close to Raleigh, and we were leaving because we had some students there for the convention. And thank God, as he was coming, I was going. I wanted nothing. Yeah, and I just look at the whole situation. And Mr. Joyner, I've said this, we've been saying this on this channel. If any of us American citizens were doing the same thing that Jill Biden has been doing, that these Democratic shills have been doing, pushing this man in front of us when he needs to be in Shady Pines, he needs to be somewhere receiving care for his cognitive issue. He's not just cognitive decline, physical decline. You see how he shuffled out there? Then Jill had to go and bring him, help him off the stage so he wouldn't stumble and fall. That's elder abuse.
Yes. Oh. They dimmed the lights so you couldn't see it. But
yes,
they had Jill on the stage, and a Secret Service guy was up there just in case he was gonna fall or something. They could have caught him.
Yes,
but
sir.
The Secret Service agent let Jill help him down the steps. But he was like,
right.
It was pitiful. You know, I don't like to laugh at someone's physical disability or mental.
Yes, sir.
I don't laugh. You know, I don't get any joy out of laughing about that. But you know,
right. Yes, sir.
It's just a shame that they put him out there before the world to see that he is not capable of doing it.
Yeah.
And Obama and Axelrod and on the DNC was behind that. They should be ashamed of themselves, but the Democrats have no shame.
No, they don't. They do
no
not.
shame and no morals, no moral standards. Anything goes.
Anything goes, literally. Yeah. And
anything goes.
When you look at again, if you look at it in its totality, I felt, how you doing, Laurie? I felt that, you know, once the American people witnessed this, and again, those of us here, Mr. Joyner, we've known this forever. So I actually watched the analysis as soon as the debate was over. And it looked like Trump wanted to unleash on him, but I give it to Trump. Trump held himself together. But if you're talking about the debate, I swear if looks could kill, I laughed the whole time, but I wasn't laughing at Biden. I was laughing at Trump's reaction. Trump was looking at him like, what are you talking about? And I lost it. I could not stop laughing. It was comic relief for me. He knew it was a bunch of malarkey.
When Trump told him that, you know, he didn't understand the last sentence that he did.
Right.
And Biden probably didn't understand it either. Well, Biden turned around and looked at Trump. I thought he was going to charge him. I said, oh, my God, he's going to run over there. He thought it was corn pop, you know, that character that he beat up.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. That was the powerful
and he did. I thought the same thing. It looked like Biden looked at him, and it looked like he did want to attack him, but physically he couldn't. But his mind was telling him to, but his body just could not carry it out.
All the Irish came out, boy. He was... Wow, that was a funny part.
Oh, hey. Shots fired again. Oh, my God. So the debate, and they're blowing up the comment section. They're going so fast. I cannot keep up, folks. I love you all. If I miss your comments,
I know some of the Democrats. I know some of your comments. Read some of the comments.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, it's so many. They're zooming. Oh my God. Information man. Peace to you. Democrats defend democracy as they understand it. Facts. Trump defends our constitutional republic, of which democracy is a part. Choose the candidate that will defend the Constitution, or RFK Jr. God, I don't want anything to do with him.
No.
Please, Underground West says, please, not Hillary. I call her Killary. We know why. Ruby, Cha-Cha, please, Kamala, go back to California. I will buy the ticket. Ruby's buying tickets.
Boy, they dug their own grave.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh my God. Ruby, I hope they don't replace Uncle Joe. Trump is a shoo-in. Yeah, but Ruby, it doesn't matter who they try to replace him. People are done with them. Crystal, he's not sick. He's helpless without his wife. Good point, Crystal. Crystal also said he has the old man face, blank stare, mouth open. Yeah, Crystal, everyone knows what's going on, even though they don't want to admit it. Cha, nobody wants Gia and Cali as a dumpster. Yeah, Newsom. Oh my God, no, people are fleeing California in droves. Really? That's who you want as your president, and people can't buy food or pay rent or mortgage? Woo! Mr. Joyner.
Hillary Clinton said, "Thou shalt have no other candidates before me." Nobody's gonna get ahead of Hillary Clinton. I'm telling you. If they,
but Mr. Joyner.
Yes.
Why would she has a lot of pride. Does she not realize people do not care for her?
She doesn't care. She does not care. You see, she's banking on the females to vote for her and shoe her in. She thinks she should be the first female president, because Obama and the crew, the DNC, back in 2016, they didn't cheat enough to get her in, and she got angry. See, they cheated, but they didn't cheat enough. So
wasn't enough.
Trump got it. But when 2020 came along, they said, well, we have to really cheat to get Biden in. If not, Trump will get in there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In a way, maybe that was good. So now, because all of their misdeeds are being exposed.
Yes, they are. Yes, sir.
All of those lies and the
all coming out.
And the false charges that they put against Trump and other people. All of it coming out. Look at all of those people that are being held in the Washington jail over a lie, Nancy Pelosi. Now it's all coming out. See, it's all being exposed.
And that's why they're trying so hard to get Biden back in there, because they know if he's not in there, now a lot has come out. But they know even more will come out, and it's going to be some more people going to jail. You see when he said something about Biden said something about him being convicted, and then Trump said something about his son, like, oh, he looked like he wanted to beat him up.
Oh yeah, but see, Trump would have never mentioned that if Biden hadn't called him a convicted felon.
Facts.
But he just said your son is a convicted felon.
Right. Exactly.
And he left it at that. He didn't, he didn't go into the rest of, the other part of the family, his brother, and Biden taking showers with his daughter. He didn't bring any of that out.
Yes, sir.
And
he was very
when
restrained.
When Biden accused Trump of raping this lady.
Yes, sir.
Trump could have came back on him about Biden molesting this what do you call him, intern in the elevator.
Sir. Right.
And when her mother went on what's the King show?
Larry King. Larry King.
Larry King. The mother was on there, and the daughter was afraid, and the mother went on Larry King and explained it, and they wrote the report and put it into the Senate record. Biden took the records and put them in Delaware. That whole report is in Delaware, but he didn't bring that up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because he had him. That would have went into a whole different category of garbage,
Right.
But he wanted to stay on point.
You have to admit, Mr. Joyner. Yeah.
Go ahead.
You have to admit, Trump was very restrained. There are a lot of things he could have said he did not say. So all he had to do, we said this in my last video, Trump didn't have to say much of anything. All he had to do was let Biden talk. And he knew the confusion was going to show up. He knew it.
And the monitors would cut in. He still had 25, 30, 40 seconds left, and he couldn't talk.
You noticed that too? Did you notice that too?
Anytime, he was leaving he was leaving a lot of seconds there.
But did you notice every time you could tell when he was confused and he was mumbling that CNN cut the mic because okay, thank you. They stopped it because they knew, but it was too late. The cat was out of the bag. But I noticed that too. They cut his mic a few times because they were like, "Oh, gotta cut it."
They sure did. They cut his mic. Yep.
Yes.
Because they had set him up. It was all a setup. That's why they rushed the debate so quick.
Right. Right.
Because they wanted to try to get. They are trying to get Biden out of there. And Obama is trying to ease Michelle in there. But
people don't like her either.
Thou should not have any candidates before me. Hillary.
People don't like Hillary. People don't like Michelle. People are finding out about Michelle Obama's
but she's not going to let anybody get in front of her.
She's still not going to win. Michelle Obama's not going to win. All of these people are being exposed. All of the, like you said, it's all coming to a head. It's all coming. The cream is rising to the top, and all of their dirt is being exposed. Absolutely. Thank God for the internet.
Absolutely.
And so let's segue into, since we're talking about dirt, which is synonymous as with Democrat. So what are your thoughts on the Democratic Party? And if you look, the Democratic Party's had a stronghold on the Black American population ever since LBJ's Great Society. And we know that it has destroyed Black America. But now we see there's a sort of a changing of the guard, if you will. And we see now you're here just about every Sunday, Mr. Joyner. There are a lot of Black Americans that are saying they're either going to vote for Trump or they're either going to vote for the couch. Now you're with your age, Mr. Joyner, you actually experienced Jim Crow. You actually were part of the Great Migration of Black Americans moving from the South to the North to get good jobs, better opportunities. So what are your thoughts on the racist past of the Democratic Party? And you were here when I played that video from PragerU with Dr. Carol Swain. And with this changing of the guard, tell me what you see for the future. Do you think Chicago's going to flip red and all these other historically blue states? Give me your thoughts on the Democratic Party and what do you think about their racist past?
Roland, we can start right here with your show. Because
yes, sir.
We have discussed this 7 or 8 months ago.
Yes, sir.
About how the Democratic Party created the Ku Klux Klan, the Jim Crow laws.
Yes.
All of the hangings and it was just mob rule. In fact, democracy means mob rule.
Yes, sir.
And the Democrats ruled the South like a mob.
Yes, they did.
I mean, you couldn't turn unless there was a law forbidding you to turn left or right.
Yes, sir.
I'm just using that as an example. But
right,
the Democrats have been exposed through your show and several more shows on YouTube that they're trying to shut down because you put the truth out there, and it's like light. When you light a little fire,
yes,
and
sir,
you keep it, and it gets bigger and bigger. This is what has happened, and it has trickled down into the Black population, the Latino population. The people, they started doing the research. A lot of times people will do the research and find things out. They won't say anything, but their mind has changed.
Exactly. Yes, sir.
They I guess they are ashamed that they've been fooled so long.
Right.
But shows like yours and several more have been getting the word out. Because you asked me before, once about 7, 8 months ago, said, what can we do? I said, keep getting the word out.
You
just
did.
Keep pouring it. Just keep pouring it out there.
Yes, sir.
They'll get it. And the main thing what's making them get it is no food on that table.
Economics.
I show you, when the food gets short on that table, people say, hold up. Oh, I was paying $1.75 for a dozen eggs. Now it's $5. No.
Yes, sir.
Something has to give. So now that makes people open their eyes. When their stomach gets empty, they'll open their eyes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then the Democrats are trying to bring in the replacements.
The replacements are here
Across the border. So I urge everyone that's I would say everyone that's interested in monitoring the election coming up, go and volunteer. Sir. Volunteer to be a poll watcher and watch and see how they are trying to maneuver to get the illegal aliens to come in and vote. They're giving them social security numbers.
Yes, sir.
And they're giving them identification cards.
Right.
But when you go to the voting, when you go to register to vote, you have to swear that you are a citizen.
Right.
So if they swear that they're a citizen and they are not, then that's a automatic jail sentence.
Right.
For that, I forget. I think it's 5 years or something like that.
Okay.
But we need a lot of poll watchers to watch the polls so they cannot steal. But everybody get out there and vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for.
Right,
but
and that's what I say.
Vote. You make up your own mind.
Right,
but
and I've said that
as you go into the poll, think about the things that affect you.
Right.
Your food, your gas, your roof over your head. Think about those things. What they have done in the last 4 years to put us in this quagmire. You see, and the Democrats are very deceitful. They will institute the Sampson option on this country.
Right.
And the Sampson option, everybody knows the story of Sampson. How he just brought the whole building down and killed everybody. These people are capable of doing that. You see, they want a war with Russia. Why would you want to start a war with the people that has more nuclear bombs than you?
Exactly.
You know? Why would you want to do that?
Yes, sir.
Because they do not want to give up power, and they have to be watched. They have to be watched, and we can't do it here, but the ones that are in charge better keep their eye on the maneuvering of the military and things.
We've been saying that here, Mr. Joyner.
Excuse me?
We've been saying that here on the channel, and I do have some subscribers that were saying they are going to, go out and really be observant so that they do not steal this election the way they stole the last election.
Absolutely. Just be
and we have been talking about that here on the channel. And so Laurie, how you doing, Laurie? The trolls are here. That's okay. The trolls are everywhere. You cannot escape the trolls. So as Andrew said, we must be doing something right here on the channel.
Absolutely.
Mr. Joyner, I'm glad you said that. So far as voting, so anytime I have people come up younger than me, you're a baby boomer, right? So you actually went through some things, but you never made excuses. You went north, you moved north, had a nice professional job, you retired, moved back down south. Now, what are your thoughts on all of these puppets and these Democratic shields? You know who I'm talking about, the Ben Crumps, the Al Sharptons, Congressional Black Caucus, NAACP. I could go on and on and on. The View and all these other people, celebrities who are trying to tell us who to vote for, who are always trying to tell us we can't make it because we're Black. Systemic racism is holding us down. What are your thoughts on systemic racism? Someone who lived through Jim Crow, folks. So listen to him, not these other people. okay, that are young, a lot younger than he is. Mr. Joyner, what are your thoughts on systemic racism?
Well, living in the Jim Crow South back, in the 40s and 50s coming up, we made it. It was hard, but we fought through it, and community. You know what helped us make it through this is our communities were strong. We had very strong communities back then.
And we know they're all shot to Hades now.
Yeah, if a person down the road didn't have salt or sugar or something, a bread, you gave it to them. We shared.
Right.
And everybody, we knew what we had to do to survive, and we survived. Right. Because we knew a change was coming.
Yes, sir.
A change was coming.
Well, I'm talking about these
we didn't have to go out and fight for it. It was going to come automatic.
Right.
It was going to come automatic.
What about these people now? I'm talking about the people now who are saying that we can't. I'm talking about for this time, for now, we can't make it and we have to work 10 times harder, and systemic racism is holding us back. Do you feel that's true?
The ones that are saying it are millionaires.
Thank you.
All of them are millionaires. They are millionaires.
Right.
And they are called gatekeepers.
Gatekeepers. Trying to pull us back on the plantation.
To keep you back.
To hold you on that Democratic plantation.
That's what they're getting paid to do.
They're paid their Democratic shit.
Everything that you see is racist.
Everything.
When Trump said the people that's coming across the border taking black jobs, I saw one lady say, that's racist.
Oh.
I just threw my hands up. I said, everything is racist. And their mind.
That's what happens when you're indoctrinated. You're indoctrinated
by Sharpton and what's the name? Joy Reid. What's her name?
Joyless Reid.
Yeah,
Joyless
whatever.
Reid.
Sometimes I see them. Somebody play clips of their shows or something, and I'm saying, why? Then I look. I said, these people are millionaires, and their job is to keep you down.
Right.
Don't listen to them.
And that's what they do. They're trying to pull you back with all these black Americans saying, nope, not voting for Democrats. They're out trying to do what? Pull you back on the plantation. They're millionaires. You're still struggling. So keep listening to millionaires and see what that gets you. Keep listening to these celebrities like Robert De Niro. I love his movies, but he went on, that senseless rant, and he sounded like a crazy person.
Oh, and of course, he should be in the nursing home with Biden.
Yeah. And LeBron, keep listening. Why do people listen to these people? And they're LeBron's a multi-millionaire.
Roland, I went to a lecture several years ago. And,
yes, sir.
And this guy with the name of Playtel Benjamin in Brooklyn. And he was telling us about Al Sharpton. Before I was saying, oh man, everybody was, Al Sharpton. And he told us about Al Sharpton being an FBI informant. That's when we first heard about it. And once you're an FBI informant, you're always an FBI informant. He's never had a job, and he's a millionaire.
Millionaire.
Where does he get money from?
Huh.
Where? He's never had a job in his life.
Yes, sir.
He's never had a church in his life. He's a multi-millionaire.
Multi-millionaire.
He keeps telling black people, this is racist. Don't do this. It's racist.
Yes,
and in the
that's what he's paid to do.
He goes home at night and laughs.
He's paid to do it. He says what he's paid to say.
Yep, he's getting.
What you say, Mr. Joyner?
When he stops doing that, they'll get rid of him. They'll put him in for tax evasion or something.
He's just saying what he's paid to say.
Exactly. Absolutely. He's a gatekeeper.
So, because when I first started this series and people were saying, why are you talking about Al Sharpton? I'm like, honey, I go way back. I said, Google Tawana Brawley. I go back to the 80s, honey. So
yeah.
I think that somebody was there.
I'm gonna give you a quick story on Al Sharpton, what he did. In Playtale, he told it on him. His job was to destroy the black attorneys in New York. You had 3 black attorneys that were taking pro bono cases for black people. Alton Maddox, C. Vernon Mason, and the other one was, I forget his name now. It slipped my mind. But it was 3 black attorneys. And Al Sharpton took all 3 of them out.
Yeah, doing what he's
took
paid
all
to do.
3 of them out. He did. That was his job, and he did it.
Yeah,
Clayton Moore. That's what Clayton. His name was Clayton Moore. That's his name.
Yes, sir.
Clayton Moore.
Yeah, and that's what they do. They're all, extended arms of the Democratic Party. They all do what they are told to do. Exactly. I see Ruby had a question for you, and I know I've missed several. Ruby wanted to know if you, where are we here? Oh God, they're blowing the comment section up. But I did see that question by Ruby, and she wanted to know if you were ever a Democrat. I think, and why did you change? Ruby, I got your question, dear. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Joyner.
Okay, when I first voted was for John F. Kennedy.
Oh wow!
I registered Democrat for John F. Kennedy. Right?
Yes, sir.
When they killed John F. Kennedy, and during that turmoil time,
right?
I didn't vote for another Democrat.
Right.
After that, because I knew Lyndon Johnson was he was behind that also.
Yeah, the assassination.
Yes. Then I switched to the Republican Party when Ronald Reagan came in. Because I voted for Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford was finished out Nixon's term, and I voted for him. But Jimmy Carter beat Gerald Ford out.
Right.
And then he had 4 disastrous years. Then Ronald Reagan came in. And that's when I switched to a Republican Party for Gerald Ford, and I've never been back in the Democratic Party since.
Oh wow! Oh goodness! So you go way back.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
It was my fault to vote for Barack Obama for historical reasons. Which I knew,
his first term.
Sometimes you do things and it's wrong.
Yes, sir.
And we did a lot of research on Obama, and when we had a study group in Brooklyn that we used to go. Bill Valentine, Bobby Hemmett, and guys. We had all kind of information on Barack Obama. We knew he was a CIA agent from the start. So instead of me just
wow.
And I'm not voting for him, everybody was up in, first black man.
Everyone was voting. Yeah.
So I was, okay, for historical purposes, I said, okay, I'll do it. But oh God, I wish I could have taken my vote back. Oh man. Oh, because I've been a Republican since not Ron Reagan, but Gerald Ford. When Gerald Ford finished Nixon's term, and then he finished the 2 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. That's when I registered. I was registered. First it was independent, then I went to the Republican Party.
Oh my goodness! Thank you for the super chat, Douglas. Douglas says 1 citizen, 1 vote. Non-citizens, no votes. Exactly, Douglas.
Amen.
No
Amen.
BC, no vote for you. Yeah, hey, you got that. I'll say an amen to that. Because the Democrats were trying to make it so that the illegal, I don't want to say aliens, but the immigrants could vote.
Aliens. Non-citizens. Illegal aliens. Well, we'll say immigrants Okay.
Yeah,
illegal
for YouTube purposes.
Yeah.
Ruby says, thank you. Douglas, thank you for being, thank all of you for being here. How you doing, Dad? To drive. I'm a white guy and I got caught up in the hype. Yes, we can. Died to drive. A lot of people did. It's okay to make a mistake. That's part of the human element. But once you know better, You do better. And Dive to Drive, I think this is your first time here since we started this series 7-8 months ago. I told people, hey, let's welcome everyone who's waking up. I call this period now the awakening. I have never seen Black Americans exiting the Democratic Party like they are now. And I love it. And I hope and pray to God that it continues, because they are leading you down a road to destruction with their policies. And as you heard Mr. Joyner say earlier, they have no morals. It's all about power, power, power. It's not about you. Mr. Joyner, I've been saying since I started this series, the Democrats discriminate against Americans. If you are an American, they don't do anything for you. Why the heck would you vote for someone who is trying to push their Marxist, socialist, communist agenda onto the American people? They don't care about Americans. What don't you get?
They hate Americans. They hate Americans.
Yes, they don't even like them. They don't. They do. And it's obvious with all these things, the way people are struggling, they haven't tried. They're giving illegal immigrants free rent, free food, free medical care. Look at the Americans who are homeless, who need medical care, who need food, who need shelter. They get nothing. How is that right? Make it make sense. I don't get that. Thank you, Cat Mama.
And it should be a slap. It should be a slap in every Black person's face when it comes to voting. But
yes, sir.
Well, what we had to go through to be able to vote.
Yes,
in
sir.
the South. And now when they come across the border, they register them to vote. I mean, that is if that is not a slap in your face, I don't know what
that's
it
a
is.
slap.
What is.
And what really made me angry, Mr. Joyner, again, Chicago's been poor since the beginning of time. And every time those people ask for anything, oh, we don't have any money. But all of a sudden, you flood the country with illegal immigrants, you have billions of dollars. So if you're still going to vote for the Democrats after that, there's no help for you. Now, Mr. Joyner, I've told you there are a lot of Black Americans that are saying they're voting for Trump or they're voting the couch. Do you, as a Black American who lived through the civil rights movement, do you, yes or no, have a problem with Black Americans who said that they are voting the couch?
I want to know what you feel about that. I have no problem with that. If
that's
what you want to do, what you want to do, then you vote on the couch. I have no problem.
Yes, sir. Because historically, when Black Americans don't go out and vote for Democrats, that's a win for Republicans. It's always been that way. So I would rather. A lot of people are like, oh my God. The Democrats are trying to shame Black Americans. How dare you not vote? All these people died. Da, 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 da. Look, let's keep it real. For the people who want to stay home and vote the couch, hey, I would rather you do that than go out here and vote for Jim Crow Joe. I would have more respect for you if you vote the couch instead of Jim Crow Joe.
Jim Crow.
And that's just where I'm at with that. I'm just keeping it real. I mean, I'm like you. I don't turn against someone for who they vote for, but I'm not going to be angry with you for voting the couch because I know that's a one less vote for Jim Crow Joe, and that makes me happy. Now, then tell me I did a video a couple of weeks ago. Of course, the Democratic playbook is racism. The Republicans are racist. I mean, they've been doing that since the beginning of time. They'll do that until the rapture. Let's just say it, what it is. Now, what do you think about they came up? I did a video on it. They said that Trump called the contestant from The Apprentice the N-word. And he's racist. Tell me what you think about that.
Well, like we discussed before, several months ago,
yes,
the
sir.
Democrats know the buzzwords that will play on black people's emotions.
Right.
So the first word they'll throw out is racist.
Yep.
Now that word is wearing out a little bit. So now I'm so aware this guy was saying that on the what was that show, The Apprentice?
Yes, sir.
That Trump called him the N word.
Yeah.
Then he said, no, he never said that. Trump never did that. He never said that he said that
Right.
said that you could get the N word, but they put that out there. So
right.
once it's out in the atmosphere,
it's supposed to be the truth.
Yeah, then the people that the black Democrats, they'll see it and they will latch on to
Run
it
with it. Oh, this
because
really
it's a
happened. They don't
buzzword.
do any research. Yeah.
With their emotions,
Yeah.
they'll grab it and he's a racist. Then you ask them, give me an example.
Right.
They can't.
They cannot. If Cat Mama said if they had the tape, we would have heard it already. Cat Mama gets it exactly. But that's straight from the Democratic playbook. They've used it since the beginning of time. Hey, why change? But see, Mr. Joyner, I think it's really not working now because people are feeling the pinch. The gas is high, the food is high, the rent is high, the interest rates are high, and so they don't care what you're over here talking about. Someone's a racist. How are you going to help me feed my family? How are you going to help me get a job where I can pay my bills? How are you going to help me get some health insurance? People don't care about that. Oh, he's racist. That's not going to put food on someone's table. So that's fallen down by the wayside.
Okay, except for the start. I've asked several people, what is a racist? What does that mean?
Right. And I did a video, that video that I did, you're going to, even if someone did say something, you're going to, how you doing, Kat? You're going to say something, Mr. Joyner, you're in your 70s, I think. So I'm sure you, in your whole entire life, have said some things, have done some things that you regret. I have said some things. I have done some things that I regret. Even if you said something when you were in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, I'm supposed to hold that against you until you suck your last breath? Come on.
Well, so they use it
God gives grace.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And so again, you don't say any, these same people that were so up in arms, even if he did say it. You listen to these rap songs, watch these rap videos, and every other word is the N word. You don't have a problem with that.
Exactly.
So I told you I don't do double standards, so I don't want to hear it.
Nope.
Now, what are your thoughts on Maxine Waters and the Congressional Black Caucus, the Black Church, Michelle and Barack Obama as a collective? What are your thoughts on the groups, that particular group of people?
Well, Maxine Waters, you can put her in the category with Nancy Pelosi.
Yes, sir.
They over the hill now, so all they can do is just drink their gin or wine or whatever they drink, and just spew their little rhetoric. It doesn't mean anything. Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi, they finished. Now, as far as the Black church,
they're done.
The Black church, the Black preachers is suspect. I listened to a lot of them. They suspect because they're government used them.
They're plants. They're shields.
The government used them to steer us in the direction they wanted us to go.
You see how upset? Yes, you see how upset the Democrats were when Trump went to that Black church in Detroit, because to them they own us.
I'm surprised it didn't burn the church down. I'm surprised it didn't burn that church down.
Oh my God, they were really upset.
that's how evil they are. I said, wow, I hope they don't burn the church down. But they're evil.
Evil personified. Evil personified. Yes. And I looked at that, and it's I own you mentality. Why did you allow him there? I'm your master. Get back on this plantation. Who's going to listen to people like that? They did not like that at all. Those people were very happy to see Trump. Very happy.
Back in the 60s. Back in the 60s, they did a documentary. It's called The Spies of Mississippi. And in that documentary, it tells how the black ministers was reporting to, some of them were reporting to the Ku Klux Klan of the incident that was going on in the church. It's called Spies of Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
It tells how all the black preachers were spying on the congregation. They were spying on them.
Boy. Making them think they were on their side, but they were spying.
Yeah, they were spying on them. It's called The Spies of Mississippi.
Is that on YouTube?
And in that,
Is that on YouTube? I want to look that up. Is that on YouTube?
Yes.
Is that on YouTube, sir?
It may be on YouTube. It's called Spies of Mississippi. Check that out.
All right. Okay.
And you know, it goes back further than that. It goes back to the days of what is it? Denmark Vesey and Nat Turner.
Right.
When they would have an uprising, it would be the black preacher that told on them.
Right.
The black preacher was the one that was telling on them. So, you know, I'm sort of suspective anyway, you know.
Yeah, they're bought and paid for. And they're just an extended arm of the Democratic Party. That's all they are. And people come.
That's their job. Their job is to keep you on the Democratic plantation. That's their job.
Keep you on that plantation. Don't leave the plantation. That's why they're losing their minds now. Oh my God. They don't know what to say. They've tried everything and it's not working, and people are still leaving the Democratic plantation, and they're just losing. And I love
stand back and let them destroy themselves.
And they are.
Yeah.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead.
What do you think of everything we've discussed? What do you think is the primary reason so many, especially Black Americans, have abandoned the Democratic Party and are now throwing their support behind Donald Trump?
Well, it's like I said before, it's programs like yours that's getting the word out.
Yes, sir.
On the Jim Crow Democratic Party.
Right.
You're revealing the truth, and people are watching, and they see it. Because everybody has an iPhone and YouTube, and they watch it, and and when they see something that that catches their attention, they will do research on it. Like I said, they'll do research. They don't necessarily tell you, but they're doing the research. Trust me.
Right.
Because I've heard them talk, and I was shocked to hear some of them talking about how they got away from the Democratic Party and went to the Republican. I said, "Wow."
Yes, sir.
And the things that they were saying, was some of the things that we had discussed 8 months ago.
8 months ago. But in your opinion now, with everything you're seeing and hearing, do you think, my God, if Chicago flips red, I will be like, oh my God. In your opinion, with everything that's happened, and I told you, I've reached out to Cata Trust. I've reached out to several people trying to bring them on the show. Thank God no one answers me, but folks, everybody spam hearts in the comment section. Every time I reach out to Mr. John Joyner, whatever he's doing, he drops it and he says, all right, give me a date and time. Spam the chat section with some hearts, please, for Mr. John Joyner. Do you think Chicago's going to flip red, and several other Democratic cities. What do you think about that? Do you think we can do
it? Well, if you see the turmoil that's going on in Chicago right now, and the little out of Chicago, then it's another little town outside of there. I'm waiting to see what will happen when Trump goes there. He's going to Chicago.
Yeah.
He's going to do a rally in Chicago. Right. I don't know when, but he's going to do one. Yeah. And we will see the turnout, see how the people turn out. And that's Barack Obama's home and Hillary's home.
Exactly.
That's where they were. That's where they had their that's where they started. That's where they first started in Chicago.
Right.
When Trump goes to Chicago and hold a rally, because they're asking him to come there.
Then I did a video on that. That video hit 100,000. That video went viral that I did. Yeah, they're asking him to come.
Yeah. So he went to Michigan. Went to Michigan, and he went to the Bronx. Well, New York is his home anyway. But I'm waiting for him to. Well, he went to California. He went out to California and had a big crowd out there. So I'm waiting for him to go to Chicago, and we'll see how the turnout is in Chicago. Will determine whether they're going to flip red.
Oh boy, I want to see that so bad. I'm if I see that, and I'm going to be like, real change is coming. How you doing, Gorilla Glue? And so I'm going to try to read some of these comments. They're zooming by.
Go ahead, read the comments.
Okay, I'll try. There are several. Where are we here? Ruby, racist is akin to twinkle, twinkle, little star. No effect. Ruby gets it. Stop it with the term. I tell my students, racism, that word is just an excuse for failure. Get out here and work hard. No one can stop you but you. Look at Mr. Joyner. He's enjoying his retirement. He lived through Jim Crow. If you didn't live through what this man lived through, stop it. I don't want to hear your excuses for failing. Crystal said, Democrats need a new playbook. It's not working. Douglas, that was supposed to be Central Park 5. How you doing, Louis? Okay, Andrew, let's see. Where are we here? How you doing, Jacqueline? Oh my God, there's so many here. Those of you who are here, over 100 people in the chat section. Please go ahead and hit that little thumb. That is the like button. That will bring even more people into the conversation. Hit that little thumb for me, folks. You have to be signed into your Gmail first before to let you hit. How you doing, Badgerton? Badgerton said, I'm a bum. I have zero excuses. Well, at least Badgerton, you're not making excuses, dear. How you doing, Charles? New York governor Hochul called Trump supporters in the Bronx clowns. Charles Gomez, I think this is your first time here, dear. Go back. I did a video on that. Anytime you change your ideology and you don't, you're not on code with them, that's when you see they're very intolerant. They're supposed to be the party of tolerance. The Florida, that word doesn't have a meaning anymore. No, they've overused it. And it's like, come on. Lori said, I would like to see Maine flip of red. Yes, Lori. Let's see. John Wick. I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I'm an independent. Okay, John, I'm a registered independent as well. Crystal, he was in Chesapeake, Virginia yesterday. Oh, yeah, I saw that, Crystal. Beats by Dizzy. Let's see. Where are we? How you doing, Tondell? I can't wait to see the Chicago Trump rally. Those of you who may have typed a comment earlier and I missed it, charge it to my head, not my heart. It's just there's so many and they're zooming by. If you have a question for Mr. Joyner, please go ahead and type that in now. Lady Lamour, Roland, have you discussed the media culpability and the lies that they have told? Lady Lamour, yes, dear. Go back and check out some of my prior videos. They've been lying and it's all coming to a head. Isaiah said, Mr. Joyner, what do you think they're going to put Hillary Oh, okay. Isaiah wants to know, why do you think they're going to put Hillary Clinton as the replacement? That's his question.
Oh, that's a good question.
Did you hear me, Mr. Joyner?
Yes, I heard you. Hear me? Do you hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's a good.
You're good.
That's a good question. Remember when we first started, I told you Hillary had a Bible verse: "Thou shalt have no other candidates before me."
Yep.
That's the verse.
That's her motto.
That's her motto. Sir. And they can run all the names they want to. Nobody is going to jump the line ahead of Hillary Clinton. You watch. If they even try, will release some dirt on them. You watch. Because Hillary Clinton has dirt on all the people in Washington, all the politicians.
She's been there long enough too. Yeah.
Facts. She has dirt on them. And anybody that tries to jump ahead of her, she's gonna release
take them down.
She's gonna release the Kraken.
Hey, Mr. Joyner, well, they're gonna wind up missing. Something mysterious is going to happen to them. We know that already.
Yeah, but I just want people to be vigilant, keep your head on a swivel, because the Democrats are going to create a false flag, just like the World Trade Center.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's coming in September, October. It's gonna be an incident.
Some type of incident, yeah.
Worse than the World Trade Center.
Yeah, they're gonna do something to take our attention off of it. Then you're absolutely right.
They want to scare the black people back on the plantations. The ones that yeah, I'm telling you. These people, they are vicious. They're vicious.
No morals. No, absolutely no conscience.
None.
And again, they're all doing what they're told to do. And we know it's all about they're paid. They're doing what they're paid to do. They're saying what they're paid to say. Again, guys, I'm sorry. These I cannot keep up. There are so many questions here. I'm trying to keep up. How you doing, Carl Martin? Andrew said my old decrepit Democrat neighbor came over saying they will replace Joe with Kamala. Andrew, if they try that, she is more disliked than Joe. Hey, we need to do a video on that. Do
you think Jill is gonna let Kamala take Joe's place? Please.
She'll disappear, and we won't know whatever happened to her.
You better not get in an airplane, I tell you that.
Hillary is not letting that happen. It'll never happen. Never, ever. Oh my God. Mr. Badgerton says, Mr. Joyner is right. I would not put it past them to do whatever to keep power. Yeah, they'll do whatever. No problem. They have no problems with that.
They'll create a war. I'm telling you, they will set off a bomb here in one of the cities in the United States and say that Russia or some other foreign entity did it to get us into a war. I'm telling you. So everybody should just be vigilant and keep your head on the swivel. I'm telling you, because it's coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where are we here? Oh, Ruby said something about Ron Brown. You remember Ron Brown?
They killed him.
Yeah. Ruby remembers all this stuff. She keeps me on my toes.
I have the X-ray with the bullet that went in. They shot him in the top of his head.
Why did they kill Ron Brown?
When the plane crashed, Ron Brown was alive, but he was a bullet hole right in the top of his head. And the pathologist, the Army pathologist that did the autopsy on Ron Brown, he was from Pittsburgh. Look it up.
Right.
They put him on the house arrest so he couldn't tell about the bullet hole in Ron Brown's head, because Ron Brown was under investigation and he was likely going to prison. And he told Bill Clinton that he would tell it on everybody. So Bill Clinton made him go with this group to Kosovo?
I remember that.
One of the Eastern European Kosovo or something. Bill Clinton made him get on that plane because he didn't want to go. And Bill said, "Yeah, you going."
I remember that.
And that was the end of Ron Brown. I still have all the X-rays, report, and everything on Ron Brown.
Oh,
the bullet penetrated his skull and went down in his head.
Yeah, I remember that because he was from High Point, North Carolina.
Ron Brown? No. That's a different one.
Yep.
That's a different one.
That's a different one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Ron Brown you talk about worked for Richard Nixon.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Police officer in High Point. I went to school with him. I mean, Leslie.
Oh, wow.
My brother went to school with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
he knows it.
Okay. All right. Who I think it's Ruby wants to know where you grew up. I think that was Ruby wants to know where you grew up.
In a little right outside of High Point, in a little town called Florence, right in by Jamestown, Deep River area.
North Carolina. Yep.
North Carolina. Yeah.
Tom Dow says I'm in Seattle. Okay. It'd be awesome if the Trump rally comes here. Us Asians would be there mailing election sheets for decades. It's futile unless we're voting. We have voting ID, fingerprints, paper ballots. Okay. Yeah. How you doing, E? God wins always. Where are we here? Trump funded the Black Panthers in the 60s, been helping people forever. Okay. E has did you know about that, Mr. Joyner? E says that Trump funded the Black Panthers in the 60s. So
absolutely.
A lot of people don't know that.
Absolutely.
Charles. Kamala Harris is supposed to be the border czar. She's not doing her job. Can't imagine Kamala Harris as president. All she does is cackle and laugh and just, oh my God. Badgerton says a lot of people are predicting that there's a pandemic much worse than COVID in the future. I've heard this many times. Yeah, so Badgerton, what Mr. Joyner is saying, they're going to come up with some rules, something to stop the train that's coming. They know what's coming, and they're going to do anything in their power to try and stop it. Right, Tammy? You can't get a bullet wound from a plane crash. You know what happened. Exactly, young lady. So David Week, yeah. What'd you say, Mr. Joyner?
I said the recovery crew.
I didn't hear you.
The recovery crew.
The recovery crew.
Yeah. And he said it was 45. Yeah. It was 45 caliber bullet because I think he said he stuck his pinky finger in the hole. The pathologist. It's on. I don't know if you can find it, but I have all the records there. And he was an Army pathologist and did an autopsy on Ron Brown. Once he made the report, he said, "Hey, he got a hole in the top of his head, and there's nothing in the plane that matches that hole." He said, He said, I'm in the, I've been in the Army all my life. He said, that's a 45 caliber bullet hole. They put him under house arrest.
Yes, sir.
In his house in Pittsburgh. He was from Pittsburgh. Look it up. Ron Brown. The death of Ron Brown. Man.
Yeah. Right. I will definitely check that out. It's so good. Like I said, the internet is good, but it's bad too. But it's good. Like I said, people can go back, fact check, but you have to go to more than one website because how you doing, Chef Finest Wine? We do have a lot of information. Sometimes when you have people who are releasing the truth, there'll be a little addendum added to it up under it saying that it's not true. So you do have to go to some reputable sources. And so that's basically, go ahead. Yes, sir.
That's one thing that we have to learn how to do. and that's to be analytical. We have to learn how to analyze the news. So, you know,
Yes, sir.
you don't have to, you can just do it on your own, you know, private. But look, when you watch the news, if you watch it, be able to analyze it.
Right.
You know, if you hear something, you know, you say it right then. Oh, that's not true. I don't believe that. I'm gonna check that out. Be analytical. Don't believe those talking heads on the news, because they are trying to brainwash you. That's why I don't even watch it. The news, don't even watch it.
Right, right.
So you have to, if you do watch it, analyze it. And if you go on YouTube and watching the YouTube programs, analyze it. If you see something, always have your pen and your the notepad next to it. If you see something that's a little suspicious, write it down. Check it out.
Write it down, yes, sir.
Be analytical, you know, analyze it.
Right.
Be in other words.
I've been saying that for 6 months.
Yes. Yeah.
I said I've been. Hey, you've been here. I've been saying that past 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
I tell people when they come on here, don't listen to what I say. Listen to what I say. You can listen, but then you can go do a little research. I can't come on here and make things up. I can't.
Then look at the news. Then look at the news reporters. It's controlled by the CIA. And what's the CIA's job? It's to lie. That's their job.
Right.
It's to lie. That's their job.
Facts.
And they control the major news networks that gives you the news. People that lie. So if you know somebody's lying,
that's all they do.
Why are you gonna watch it? Unless you know how to analyze it. I can watch it.
Facts.
I analyze it. Because once I hear shut up, just lie, you know that you're lying. So I don't even bother, I
so agree. Oh yeah, I so agree. Does anyone else have any more questions for Mr. Joyner? If not, I'm going to let him go. I'm sure he has things he needs to do. He has some more analyzing he needs to do. Yeah, the talking heads, pure blood. Yeah. And so Cat Mama said, when you see derogatory clips, search out the whole video. Oh yeah, good. Spawn, how are you? Russian ships coming back to Cubs, 90 miles from Florida. Wow. David Weeks, no black person should vote for any one of these candidates. They're two wings from the same bird. GMJ for president. Okay, where are we? Underground West, great guest. Love this channel. Underground West, we love you too, and we're glad you're here. Now, those of you who are here, oh my God, it's been over 100 plus. I don't know if we got to 200, but folks, those of you who are here, if you have not already, go ahead and hit that little thumb, that little like button. If you like this content, please go ahead, share this content out on your various forms of social media. I cannot spread the word alone. Mr. Joyner cannot spread the word alone. We need your help. And so,
yeah, Mr. You're doing your part, Liz.
I'm trying. I'm really trying. Thank you, Spawn. I'm trying. I am sick and tired of the lies, of the gaslighting, of the psychological manipulation, the bamboozling, the deceiving. And there's a whole plethora of other synonyms that I could use that perfectly describe what the Democratic Party has done to America, right? And I'm not going to stop. And Felix said, and straight men in general, yeah, there's a war on men in this country. There's a war on white people in this country. And no, Mr. Joyner, you've heard me say the last few videos, white people, black people, Hispanic, Asian, people better wake up. The Democrats they don't support any of us. If you're an American, while we're over here squabbling, you're black, I'm white. We hate each other. They're over here destroying the country. You better wake up. We have one common enemy. I've said that. Our common enemy is the Democratic Party. So we need to pool our resources, come together, and fight against them. That's what I've been saying. Look at it. Hey, the Democrats don't do anything. When I hear some of these channels I watch, well, they don't do anything for black people. When I go on there and I comment, I said they don't do anything for white people either. Next question.
They don't do anything for people, period. Unless you jumped over the fence.
Americans.
Unless you jumped over the fence and came in here illegal, then they'll do whatever they can, you know.
Right. That's what I said. Hey, all of us, there's 100 of us now here in the chat section. Let's go down there to that southern border and come through with all the other people so we can get free health care, free housing, free food. They have free phones. They have mopeds, cars. Hey, well, you're retired, Mr. Joyner. I'm out here working every day. I'm doing it wrong. So, people, we have to come together.
That's right.
Stop all this. You're black, I'm white, you're Asian, you're Hispanic. You better wake up. All of us better wake up. We all have
one thing in common. We are humans.
We're human. Stop letting them divide us. This started with Barack Obama.
On this planet is the human race.
It's the human race. It started with Obama, and it has escalated, and it's getting worse by the day. So you keep letting that little petty nonsense. Well, I don't like you because you're black, or I don't like you because you're Asian, and they're over here destroying the country, honey. We're in the same pot. The Democrats you're going to be destroyed just like I'm going to be destroyed. Doesn't matter if you're white or Asian or Hispanic. You're an American. They don't give a care. They're only doing for people who are non-citizens. They discriminate against Americans, and that's fact.
See, they only
where are we here? Tammy, every Democratic president has brought us through bad times. Exactly. Tammy gets it. High gas prices, high groceries. Spawn is telling you to be blessed, Mr. Joyner. Fact, how are you? Go ahead, please. Hit that like button and subscribe. We are together. Exactly. We need to be. LBGT community received a bill. Of course, because they're shoving that agenda down our throats. They are against the nuclear family. Exactly. Cha-cha. Florida, they are destroying our country. The left is evil. They're evil. They're demonic. They are.
Yes.
Cha-cha, David Weeks, I know plenty of black men that will challenge your position and defeat you. Okay. Louis, I have Medicare but cannot pay the rising copays. No one can, Louis. Spawn, agree. Biden said we beat Medicare. He didn't. He just, whatever words popped up in his brain at the moment, he didn't know what else to say because he was confused at that time. And he said we beat Medicare. And then they cut the money.
He thought that was going to slip by, but we heard it.
So, this has been an excellent conversation. Mr. Joyner, please promise me that you will come back. Oh my God. The comments, there are 1,000 comments in here. I can't keep up. But do you promise to come back? Because there's going to be a lot happening. Like I said, they're working on something. I don't know what.
Yeah.
They're working on something.
Yep. And it's going to be in the fall of the year. It'll be in the fall of the year.
In the fall?
Yeah, around
they're working, they're working on it now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everyone, let's go ahead. Yes. And thank Mr. Joyner for coming, taking time out of his busy schedule. Let's spam the chat with hearts so that he'll know how much we love and care for him. And so he will come back because there's going to be a lot happening. Ruby Trump said he beat it into the ground. Ruby wouldn't let it go. I knew she wasn't going to let it go. Oh my God. I cannot with Ruby. Jesse, how are you? I'm from Chicago, Hispanic men, and I do support Donald Trump. Jesse, hit that like button, dear. Hit that subscribe button. Okay. Yeah, we got to get Jim Crow Joe out of the White House. My pocketbook cannot afford another 4 years of Jim Crow Joe. And Mr. Joyner, let's go ahead and tell the truth. We know Biden has not been running this country. It's been Obama 3.0. And you know it, and I do too.
And now Jill is taking over. She won't let Obama take him out. Jill is taking over.
So, Mr. Joyner, thank you so much. Let me give you your applause.
The pleasure is mine.
And please, please, please promise to come back. I couldn't keep up with all these questions. There are more questions that I need for you to answer from the channel subscribers. I'm sure I'm going to have some more questions the next time you come.
Okay.
Promise you're going to come back soon.
Okay.
And it won't be so long.
Yeah. You got it.
All right. Those in the comment section, they're all saying thank you. They're sending you hearts. And then Tammy said, you are gold. And so Miriam, how are you? Hit that like button, please. Thank you, Tammy. Love you too, dear. Hit that subscribe. Hey, share this on all of your social media pages, folks. They're sending you praying hands, Mr. Joyner. They absolutely enjoyed this live chat. It's been very informative, and we want you back sooner rather than later.
The pleasure was mine.
Yes, sir.
I love
any parting shots? Any last parting shot?
Yes. I would like for everyone to contact your congressman and tell them to tighten up on the voting laws.
Okay, voting laws. Yes, sir.
And, tell them it's illegal for illegal immigrants to vote. And you want the voting laws tightened up.
Yes, sir.
Tighten up these voting laws.
Right. All right. Those of you who are in the comment section, you know how I do. I end the live chat, but I stay here and I continue responding to your comments as long as you're here. Okay. So I will end the live chat. I thank all of you for being here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. And I'll see you. I'll be doing some videos throughout the week. I need to do some more shorts. So if you need to reach out to me, send me an email. We can converse over the phone, talk about some show ideas, talk about some people, any of you who would like to come on the show, or if you know people who would like to come on the show, reach out to me, send me an email, and I will try to make that happen. I told you I've been reaching out to people. No one has responded but Mr. Joyner. So, hey, Mr. Joyner is an excellent guest. He's as knowledgeable as all the other people as well. So, hey, that's what it is. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Stick around in the comment section, and I will definitely respond to your comments as long as you're here. Thank you again for being here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel, and I will see you in the comment section now.
Bye-bye.